All right, and we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor to sit down today with the 2025 MotoAmerica Twins Cup champion, Alessandro DeMario. What is going on, my man?
What up? What up? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. It's always good to see you and out there at Mid Ohio and Andreas. Absolutely
Of course.
fantastic, right? Yeah. So, listen, we got a lot to talk about and a lot to catch up on. Yeah, I first had you on here. It was about a year and a half ago, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a long time ago. So,
It's so a lot's changed since
wow.
me and you sat down, right? Come to think of it. So, man, let's just get into it, dude. We are 2025, and you, my friend, have absolutely destroyed the Twins Cup class. Like you showed up like a tornado, and that's it. You don't won the championship, and you just got 4 races left, bro. Congratulations! I'm absolutely proud of you. You, my
Thank you.
friend,
Thank you.
is proper mega.
I try. It was fun this year because I had a lot of people that I was racing against that I've known them for a long time. So it was just fun. I didn't really see it as like trying like focusing on like I was just trying to have fun. This year was like a lot of fun. So
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: coming into the 2025 season, Roebling, Aprilia, RS660. Hence, that's why I got the Aprilia hat on, right? So,
of
um,
course.
did you have any expectations coming into this season, or was it like, you know what, let's just see how it plays out and let's have fun with it?
I mean, seeing from the year before, I wanted to have fun with it, but at the same time, the expectations were like really high since, the year before I won the championship. So just the main focus was winning it again and winning more than last year, trying to get better every year. So I think I did that. So I'm pretty happy with how the year turned out. And I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun this year, so I'm really happy about that too.
Yeah,
So.
listen, to say the least, you did that. Absolutely, you did it. And again, I can't stress. We got 4 races left, right? We got Texas coming up in Jersey.
Yeah, Texas is with the Talent Cup though, so
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that's right.
Jersey
The
is with
Talent
the
Cup. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So that's a question I do want to ask you. You know, you
Mhm.
coming into this year now, you're doing the Talent Cup series, also the Twins Cup series. What's the biggest challenge that you've ran into swapping between both the bikes?
It was I thought at the start I thought it was gonna be a little harder, but it wasn't really that big of a deal since the bikes are kind of different. So I feel like it's harder when the bikes are similar because you have to adjust like little things. But when it's a lot different, it wasn't super hard to get used to them, especially the Kramer hopping off a Twins Cup bike. It's a lot easier getting on it since it's quite a bit slower. And so, but I've had, a lot of close races in Talent Cup too. So I'm my main concern now is just going to Coda, and I think I can wrap it up. I can wrap it up for sure if I win both races. And there's a couple scenarios, but I could win it at Coda, so that's the main concern right now.
Bro, potential two-time champion, 2 different classes. I mean, you are an absolute legend. You know, a lot of people say, you know, did you use that word too loosely? I'm like, absolutely not. You know, Alessandro is an absolute bro. You just again, I can't congratulate you enough.
Thank you.
But I will say this
Thank
in
you
the
so much.
Talent Cup. You know, you got Bodie Page, which, and then Hank Vosberg, which stepped up their game, so they're nipping at your heels now some, right? So
Oh
who's
yeah,
been
they're fast.
right? Super fast. So what's it like racing the Talent Cup bike, man?
It's for me, it's mostly like fun since the bikes are pretty slow, so everything is a little like what's the word for it? Like everything is slowed down, so you have more time to react to everything. So uh, just we've had a lot of battles this year, so that's been fun because I mean they've gone a lot better too since the start of the year. Like I feel like since it's the first year of the Talent Cup too, the bikes people have like figured them out more and more, and so by the end of the year, which is right now, I think we're all kind of there's like 3 or 4 people that are like up there. So I think what I'm expecting for Coda is probably a a battle. I don't think anybody's gonna be breaking away. So I mean, I'm ready.
I love it, man. I don't think so neither. It's definitely going to be a battle, but I'm just saying, seeing your record this year, it could be runaway. I mean, that's basically what you do. You show up at the front, you take off, and it's like you check out. You're like, I'm clocked in. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm clocked in.
It might. That's what I'm hoping for. If I get a good start, I think I'll be able to pull it off. So that's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan.
And obviously the Talent Cup bikes are a lot harder to make passes on because they're equal, and then you get into light riders like Hank Vosberg and Bodie Page, which are short compared to you, and all that plays a big role into it too as well. But yeah, it's been, my friend, you've been freaking just like, so we got Brian Mullins. This is what he says to you: slow down, man. When you going to give everybody else a chance, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
I just I don't know. I get that like sometimes, but I gotta keep it 100% all the time. Gotta give it my hardest.
Absolutely. So, coming into this season, has your training regimen changed at all since you've been doing two different classes?
Uh, I'd say it's a lot more time on the bike. So like time-wise on the bike, I think I'm riding more and that helps a lot. Like especially getting used to getting from a bike to another, like getting used to different bikes. I feel like it helps a lot because now I think I can hop on a bike and like first time I've ever seen it and be able to go fast right away instead of like last year I don't think I could have done that or at least as fast. So that was like something that I was trying to work on and it's been pretty good.
I love the confidence, my friend. Absolute, dude, and you should, dude. You should be so proud of yourself. I know your parents are. I know I am, and I know everybody else is too. It's bro, you're absolutely just killing it, and I love it. I love it for you. So, yeah, racing the Aprilia. What's been your favorite track for both bikes? Has it been the same track on both machines, or
It's been the same track for like 5 years because I for the since the first time I went to Barber, that's always been my favorite track. I love that track. But there's also like I'm really sad that we didn't race at Atlanta because I really like Atlanta. And let me think. The Ridge, I really like the Ridge. The Ridge was fun. And yeah, I think like out of the MotoAmerica schedule, I think those three are my favorites. And then I really like Pittsburgh. So I was kind of bummed when they got rid of it. What was it last year?
yeah?
So, but that Pittsburgh was fun. I love Pittsburgh too. So
Man, you just broke my heart. You didn't even say VIR, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? So, what did you think of VIR? That's my home track.
I think it's good. But it the track. I mean, it's a good track. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it's personal preference. Like I just really like Barber, and I mean, I guess because that I feel like I like the tracks where I'm also like the fastest at, where everything like just works out. Like at Barber, I've always done good at Barber, and it's always like came natural. So it's like, and then it's also one of the tracks where I've been to the most. Like I think my first track day there was when I was like 11. So I feel like I have a lot more track time there than I would have at other tracks. So like automatically that makes me kind of attached to it a little bit.
I love it. You know what? I've never been to Barber, but I'm going next year.
Really,
Yes, that's one of the tracks I've never been to that I really want
what?
to go. I know that's what
You need
everybody
to go.
says.
It's sick. It's very like clean. The place is like very well put together. So
Yeah, is it one of
you
those
like it.
tracks that you got to absolutely have a scooter or a little pit bike to get around?
Uh, Not really. The paddock is not like huge, but there's like three tiers, and it's kind of like Atlanta. There's a big hill in between every tier. So I would bring a vehicle, but you don't really need one. They have the stairs, so the paddock itself is not really super big. But if you go outside of the paddock, like around the track, you can kind of like go to every turn from the outside. So you can
Right
pretty much
on.
see everything.
Yeah, because I know obviously if you go to Road Atlanta, and I'm just talking as a fan standpoint, when you go to uh, Road Atlanta, Road America, you got to have a scooter to get around, and
Yeah.
unless you drive, right? It's just such a big track. Mid Ohio, not so much, and it's like you have a stage, the upper stage, the lower stage, and then the all the other high dollar team stages down at the very bottom of it. But their garages are nice; they're just not that big. They're tiny little spaces. But yeah, it
I
was.
wish I wish Barber had garages because I mean, it has the Park Ferme area, which I mean, it's not really a garage, but I don't think it has any garages, or at least we don't use them. So we're just out on pit lane. So I wish that would have been cool if, but it's just a little thing.
Have you been to the museum there?
I've been twice, I think, but it's cool because when you go to the museum, you can go across the bridge, and you can kind of see the museum part of the track, like when you go right next to it. And you can be like right on top of the track too. I always see people like when you're out there, you always see people like on the bridge. So when I was up there, it was cool because it was what was it? I think it was for Wera or one of the rounds. So whenever I went, like whenever other bikes were out there, because I wanted to see, and it was actually pretty cool. Because then at the end, you have a little place where you can see out of turn three going up to four, and then you can kind of see Charlotte's Web, and then coming back to museum. So you can see a lot. So it's pretty cool. You should go.
Dude, trust me, it's. I'm coming next year for sure. And everybody tells me I need to do the Vintage Fest there and at Mid Ohio. I say that's absolutely. Have you been to either one of those during the Vintage Fest?
The one in Mid Ohio. Yeah, I've never been on the one at
Yeah,
Barbers.
I think
When's
they have a
that?
vintage. I don't know. I think it's a Vintage Fest. Maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know, but I know they got something at Barber, kind of like what they do at Mid Ohio, from my understanding. Uh, Paul McKee says Barber is the one. I know everybody keeps telling me Barber, dude, you
I
got to
know,
go to
right?
Barber. Yeah, you got to
Barber's
go.
lit.
That's what I'm coming, bro, because you will see me there hooping and hollering, screaming, all that good stuff. Sammy Panero, what is up, my man? He says that's what I was gonna say. Laugh my ass off. VIR, right? Yeah, let's go. VR is awesome. I actually went the following weekend after Moto A and hung out with my buddy Sammy Panero. He was doing a track day and several other my buddies. So yeah, it's Arma at Barber. Thank you, Daniel. That's what it is at Barber. It's Arma. So, and then Jacob McCall says, "What's going on, Jacob? It's good to hear from you, buddy. Barbara is top tier. Good evening, fellas. You, my friend. Hope all is well." Yeah. So, but bro, like I said, so scenario is, Talent Cup. You could wrap it up in Texas. If not, it's going to go to the final round.
Yeah, I think what is it? It's either a 44 point lead or 46. I forgot. But either way, I think if I win both races, I get it. But I don't know the other scenarios, like if how if different people place different places. So I would have to kind of see that, but I'm gonna try my hardest because Jersey's kind of a weird place. So it rains a lot of the time, so I think it would just be better, like a big weight off my shoulders if I was just able to get it done and wrapped up at Coda.
Dude, 110%, right? Of course, and you're right. Jersey is one of those places that I remember the first year I showed up, and Isaac's dad, big shout out to Isaac and Curtis. You guys are freaking awesome. He's like, dude, when it rains here, it floods, and it's like, it's absolutely shit. And I was like, man, it can't be that bad, right? Sure enough, it rained hard, and it was
Facts.
just, bro, it's like you need a jet ski back there in the back of the paddock.
They repaved it, but I haven't rode it since the repave. But before the repave, it was bad because I raced Junior Cup when it was wet, and at that time I kind of sucked in the rain, so I didn't do good at all. So that was mostly was on me, but it was the worst track I'd been in the rain. So I think it's been I think it should be a lot better since the repave. At least that's what people say, but I haven't rode it yet. So
Love it, man. Love it. Well, we're gonna find out, ain't we? We're gonna find out. Daniel Boocook, man, what is up, bro? He says Armor Vintage Fest haven't been during that time. Went to VMD, and that was like Bike Week madness. Brian Mullins says you can go to the Wear GNF at Barber in October. That's it. That's what everybody's talking about. Wear GNF at
yeah,
Barber. Hank Miller, bro, what is up, dude? He says bring back the blonde tip hair, bro. Is that
dude,
coming back?
I got so tired of it. Look. I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but it's not fully like it has like over here also you can see kind of the blonde tips. And I am pissed because I went to the barber. I went to the barber. I told him whatever you see blonde, I told him grab it and cut it off. And he left me with this. And now like I don't know what to do with it because it was cool and all like the blonde tips, but it was a nightmare to deal with like because I bleached it at home and I had to bleach it 3 times and I toned it 3 times also. So it completely fried my hair. My hair was dead. Like you could not do anything with it. It was like very dry, very dead, and I was like, I'm just tired of it. I need to cut it off. But I still got little tips, and then that might not seem like a lot, but when you get out of the shower, you feel all the healthy hair like underneath, and then you just feel the tips, and they feel dead. It feels like they're very sharp. I'm waiting for my hair to grow out so I can go to the barber one final time because I don't even know. I would dye it my natural color, but I feel like that damages your hair, and that's like what I'm trying to avoid. So
I feel
I think
you,
I'll
bro.
just wait it out.
Me and Rossi, when Rossi, well, for like the past 6 7 years, we dye our hair. Rossi be like, "Let's dye our hair, Dad." I'm like, "Okay, what do you want to do?" He's like, this color, and this color." I'm like, "Dude, I got many photos of me and him, like purple and pink and freaking blue and greens and all this stuff. It's cool, but you're right, your hair does feel, yeah,
I
dead
feel like
after."
the worst part is like the bleach, because the bleach like messed up my hair, but I don't know. I don't know about the toner, because I'm pretty sure like for some things you don't have to bleach it, but for what I did, you have to bleach it because you have to go blonde. So I
You
don't
should
know
just
about the other colors, but
you should just bleach blonde one eyebrow if you win the championship.
which one? Which one? Left one or right one?
The left one for sure. Yeah,
This one?
absolutely. Yep.
Oh, I can't do that. That
I
would be
know.
like, dude, it's like it'll become like invisible. It'll look like if you look at me from like 10 feet away, it'll look like I'm like missing an eyebrow.
Oh my god! And listen, you know what, dude? I haven't forgot. Me and you still got to do our one chip challenge we've been talking about since last year.
All right, I'm down. I'm down, but whenever, all right, let's say if I
It's gonna
win
have
the
to be at
championship,
Jersey after. Oh, dude, did you already won the championship? Come on, man! You got to.
wait, not the Talent Cup one, but we can do it like after the race weekend's over.
Yes,
So
at
like,
Jersey
let's
for
say
sure.
Sunday races are done, we can do it.
Yep, we'll
I'm
do
down.
it.
I'm so down.
Good, me too. I'm gonna order them
What,
and get
one,
them.
wait, is it like one each or are we splitting one?
I mean, I'm down to eat one whole one, but if you want to split one, we can do that. It's up to you.
I don't know. It's whatever you want to do.
I mean, I done told you I'm all in. I'm gonna take it down the hatch.
I
So,
bet. Let's do
all
it. Let's do
right,
it.
there it is.
Oh,
You guys heard it up first here on Pin the Gas. Me and uh, listen, Sammy says, "Screw that. Your insides will hurt." Ha 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 ha. And then my buddy Zach
mhm.
Beaven says, "The fastest kid in the land." And that's a fact, brother man.
I appreciate it. No, it does fuck up with your stomach, dude. Oh my God. At the Ridge, I did it at the Ridge 3 years ago. And I only ate like a little bit. I want to say because we split it in between, I think, what was it, like 4 people, and it still like burnt like a lot. So I can't even imagine like a full one. That would be like really bad.
Listen, it's going to be just. I mean, I mean, if you took a quarter, it's just going to be as hot. I mean, it's just hot, right? Let's just be over it. Listen, we're getting some comments that screw that. Sammy says, "Ask me how I know." Was laughing emoji. Mark Morrow, what is up, my man? He says, "One chip or a bust." Let's go, right? Matter of fact, I'm challenging all my friends. Come to Jersey, I'll bring some. And yeah, let's get it done, boy. I love it. Um, Daniel says half is going to be just as hot. Mark says no sharing. And then
I
Sammy
bet. I guess
says,
it's a full one.
it is tripping. I did it at work. Terrible mistake. Oh my God. But I like hot and spicy food. It's got to be one of those things that I really got to be in the mood for. You know what I'm saying? To just feel that burn.
I like it. Like I like spicy food a lot, but I don't think it's meant to be good. It's just fucking spicy. I don't know. It's pretty bad.
It's the worst I've done. And I talk about it is so I got some friends and they always want to burn me up, bro. They're like, I got something for you. 13 me and Scoville. There were 6 peanuts. Okay. And you had to eat all 6 and you couldn't drink nothing for 5 minutes. bro, I'll never ever do that again. Well, for me and Bucks, of course, I'd do it again. But other than that, yeah, I'm not doing it, dude. It was you talking about rough, dude. It messed my taste buds up for 2 months.
Oh my God, dude, I think they have like a what is it, like the world's spiciest gummy bear? I heard that one's even worse, but I
Only.
don't know if I want to do that because I heard it's like 8 times worse or something like that. It's crazy.
Well,
So,
I'll tell you what. After this, I'm gonna do a little research and yeah, I'll text you and I'll let you know what I find out. But I heard it was hot too. Funny you say that because actually, my son the other night, I was like, "What do you like?" There's this YouTube dude and he eats all this hot and spice stuff, and he's got these crazy contact lenses in, and he just looks he's different. Right? Let's just put it that way. But dude, he's got this big gummy bear, and it's the hottest gummy bear in the world, and he's just gnawing on it and just eating it. And I was like, ooh, ooh. Not
ouch.
me, right? Like I'll take a bite, but I ain't doing all that. But yeah, yeah. So I'm in. I haven't forgot. I have not forgot. So and I always tell this story, bro, of I was like, yeah, just don't never let Demario and Isaac Woodworth borrow your cell phone because yeah, you never know what kind of pictures you're gonna get back. So it was freaking awesome,
Dude,
dude.
they weren't that bad. I forgot
No,
about that until you mentioned it too. I like completely forgot.
I love it,
Me and
man.
Isaac do be doing some dumb stuff.
Bro, I love it, dude. I got
So,
back to the hotel. I started laughing. My dad's like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Bro, check this out." He's like, "That's freaking hilarious." I was like, "It is." Uh, let's see. Mark says, "Simcoe, you need to start at Pin the Gas, the Hot Ones episode. I'm down for some hot wings, bro.
wait,
Listen,
why is that actually a good idea? I'd be so down to do that. First person on that show, me right here. I'm so down. I'm ready.
dude,
You should do it.
well,
100%.
dude, we're well, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So, um,
Bet.
yes. I'm writing it down right now, dude. Yes, Hot Ones episode, dude. We can do, yeah, 10 question interview and just like what they do on the TV show. Yeah, Hot Ones Simcoe episode. I can't call it the Hot Ones though because that's copyright and all that stuff. So listen, I'm gonna leave it up to all you guys. What should be the name of the episodes? The Hot Ones, but I can't use the Hot Ones of when we sit down and do kind of like a rip off theme of interviewing my friends and eating hot wings. So yeah, let's go, man. Yeah, dude, you're in. You're in. Mark, you're absolutely in too. So it's a great idea, my man. Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to get to you know what? I will figure all that shit out later. Yeah, man. So are you nervous at all going into the talent cup race coming up this next is it next weekend or the weekend after?
No, it's in a while. I think it's in like uh
Oh, it's
three
at
and a
the
half
end of
weeks.
August. Yeah, at the or at the beginning of September, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
I think
nervous at
it's
all?
more like, huh?
Are you
No. I mean, I try. So obviously I think about the races, but I try not to get nervous. I feel like that helps a lot. Like that is one thing I've been working on for like a really long time because when I was like little, I used to get really nervous before the races, but I feel like if you just focus and just calm down, I feel like it helps so much because especially if, with how fast we go, like you mess up one thing and then it's like you lose a lot of time. And then especially what helps me is going 100% all the time because if I think about not crashing, I make mistakes. So like take Coda of last year for example, like when I won the championship, last race I think was 4 points apart. So it was close, but I went in it. I was like, I need a win, and then I didn't even think about anything else.
Fried chicken salad from Lou's.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to answer the wife, right? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let's go. But sorry, go ahead, Alessandro.
I was just saying that I try and focus on just winning and not uh because when I focus on not crashing, I feel like I make a lot of mistakes. So I just give it 100% all the time, and I think it helps a lot, at least for me.
So yeah, absolutely, because everybody's different. So growing into the champion you are right now, has anything changed at all? Mindset, mental awareness, anything changed with your the way you prepare for battle, so to speak?
Uh, like preparing like before a race.
Yeah.
because no, not like I don't have anything like that I do specific like before a race or anything. I don't have any ritual. I know some people have that, but I just because it doesn't really like change anything because when you go out there like the your job as a rider is to go out there and win. So I try to do that whenever I'm on the bike. So I think if I were to do anything like before a race, I don't think it would help me because like at the end of the day, just me on the bike and it's up to me on what I do and everything. Like I'm the one controlling the bike. So I feel like the best thing before a race, what I try to do is just calm myself down and then just focus and just try and be as calm as possible. It helps like a lot before a race whenever I'm on the grid. I'll just have like my mom or like my mechanic, like Mike on the grid or like Chad, and then I'll just be joking like just random jokes, like just talking like normally because that helps a lot. Because I love quick starts because quick starts you get it done and over with like fast. But whenever it's like a regular starts, a long start, so you got to sit on the grid. And I can't imagine like sitting on the grid for like 15 minutes, like not doing anything. I like start like overthinking and stuff. So it just helps to just talk to people and just calm myself down a little bit, not think about the race. But whenever the lights are out, it's like everything's gone. It's all like before. Even on the warm up lap, it goes down a little bit. It's mostly when you're on the grid.
Yeah, I love it, man. You know, everybody's got their own technique or whatever it is that they do it. Let me ask you this: where do you see yourself in 5 years? Realistically, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be, Demario, and where do you see yourself?
That's a hard question. That's a hard. Ooh, that's hard. Let me think. Um, I wanna I wanna grow here in the U.S. I really like it here. I think there's a lot of opportunities here. So, but in 5 years, that's a long time. So maybe I do want to go to Europe someday, but I think a lot of people rush it. So it's whenever you're the most ready for it is whenever. So I don't know if that may be before 5 years, or maybe like 5 years from now. I don't know. I try and think like 1 year ahead and seeing how that goes, and then just for now, for next year, trying to find a super sport ride and then just ride super sport and then focus on winning that, and then after I win that, then it's time to think about whatever I want to do next.
I got you. So you do have a 2 year plan for yourself, right? Talent Cup Championship, September 12th through the 14th, because that's when it is in Austin, Texas. Because I looked it up on my phone as you was talking, right? And
Oh
then
hell yeah.
yeah, and then boom, you got two championships done this year. You go to Super Sport next year, maybe with Ducati, maybe with Suzuki, maybe with nobody knows yet, right? But wherever it is, I know
I don't
one
know.
thing: they're not ready. I don't think they're ready for you. I don't, but they're gonna find out.
There's some fast people out there, but I'd say I'm gonna give it my hardest. I'm gonna grind this winter. I want to ride a lot. I want to train a lot, and I want to be up there. That's the goal. The goal is winning right away. I know it's hard, but I always try to aim high because there's no reason not to. There's nothing bad that comes from it. So the goal is winning. That's it.
I love it, dude. You're true, true talk of a champion and a legend right here, ladies and gentlemen, for sure, 100%. So, yeah, I mean, listen, and I've told you this before, and man, whatever visions and dreams and goals that you want to achieve, I hope you do it 10 times over, 100%. I have no doubt in my mind
Thank you so much.
that you will, right? So, I would love to see you overseas, BSB, WSBK, ASBK, right? Let me ask you this. I've never asked anybody this question. Would you be down to do like the Suzuka 8 hours or the 24 hours?
Dude, 100%. Maybe sometime in the future, that's like something I'd actually want to do. Like not because I a lot of don't they like have riders that do that like every year?
Mhm.
Like I'd be down to do it like I don't know if I'd do it every year, but it's something I do want to do like at least once in my career because that's like some cool stuff. Like I actually want to do that.
That dude, it's absolutely amazing. I never been, but I would love to go to Suzuka 8 hours, right? Like, how cool would that be?
Like even like the 24-hour Le Mans. That's sick. Like I couldn't even imagine like riding a 1000 at Le Mans like in whatever weather condition. It always rains over there like at night. Like I think they crashed like multiple times too. They just like I think their bikes are very like resistant or to where they can just pick them up and then ride them. So that's some cool stuff. I don't want to do that someday for sure.
They're absolutely built to crash a lot more than normal bikes, right? Yeah, it it's beautiful because you start out off a certain time and then you race all through the night and then all through the very next day. And racing at night's got to be kind of it's different, right? I've never done it, obviously. I mean, I'm sure you probably never done it either, but yeah, it definitely be different. Let me ask you this: have you ever just wanted to do like real road racing at all, like the Baja down there, the Tourist Cup in Mexico, or maybe eventually go over do the Macau or the Northwest 200 or something?
Like street races.
Mm-hmm. Like the TT.
It's really cool to watch, but it's not something I would do probably. I mean, don't get me wrong, those people are insane. Like that's some crazy stuff, but I don't think I would do that.
No. Mm. Okay. Well, it's of course I'm a huge fan of it, right? The TT and all that. So, dude, Andrew Way, what is up, my bro, dude? We got Andrew in the house. He says the champ.
What up, Andrew?
Yeah. Andrew's.
Hey, I was with them this weekend.
I know you were. Yeah. And dude, he's Andrew's fast. Andrew is absolutely fast. So yeah, it's he's another one that absolutely is going to go places in the sport for sure, 100%. So it's always good to see him and his dad. He was down there with RJ, and yeah, super cool crew, man, for
His
sure.
dad is funny.
That is
His dad
funny.
is a funny ass
Daniel,
dude.
yeah, dude, yeah, he is. And I'm sure you and Andrew run around there and stay in trouble too, for sure. He's like,
Sometimes.
I already know. I already know right now. Let's go, dude. I love it. I love it. So, World Superbikes in the future for you after you win multiple championships in Moto America, which is going to happen this year. You're going to win multiple, and then yeah, next year. One question I do want to ask you, man, what's it like hanging out with Alrado Faraci, bro? What a legend! What a
He's cool. He's
legend, dude.
he's he's cool because it's like he I don't even know how to explain. He's very active. He does a lot of stuff. He runs around, he walks around, he talks to people like all the time. It's pretty cool because you see him doing all that stuff and it's like wow, it's crazy. Like he's still very much involved in everything.
Yeah, it's when he see my Ducati. So I met him for the first time. I mean, it's been years ago, but uh when Loris Boss first come to the United States, he was on HSBK, the Warhorse bike. Boz was super cool when I first met him. He gave me the knee sliders immediately off and gave them to me and my son, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, dude, I was like, bro, Faraci, are you kidding me right now? And I show him my tattoo. He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know how he talks, right? He's, I don't speak Italian, but he's hard to understand what he's talking about to me, right? Because he's like, oh, he's just got that, yeah, and it's raspy, right? It's a raspy voice, and then it's like I really got to listen to him. But yeah, he was super cool. He actually, me and him took a picture, and then he pulls out his phone and he takes a picture of us. It was absolutely all. He is super cool for sure. Um, Maria, what is up? She says, "How's the suit doing after the Bushnell endurance race?" Don't think I saw it at Mid Ohio.
Dude, I got so lucky because so I went to Andre's house, right? And he's like, you gotta take it out or whatever. I'm like, okay. So I take it out, I put it in his like he has a big container. It's like a garage basically. So I put it hanging there and then I took out my helmet and I put it drying, but I forgot my gloves in there. And I forgot like I didn't even think of my gloves. So I just left them in there and they were really wet and they had a lot of green stuff on them when we took them out like a week later. So it wasn't good, but I think we can wash them. So I don't know. They were pretty bad, but they're drying outside right now. So well, I guess we'll see. It's like we need a later update. I'll let you guys know.
Listen, we've all made mistakes when it comes to doing leathers. I run, yeah. That's we'll save that for another story. But yeah, it's hilarious. In training too as well. On a motorcycle, I'm a huge fan of the little bikes, right? Because even as fast as you are, when you get on a little bike and you push it, you still learn a lot from a little bike, and it translates into
Yeah.
the bigger bike. So, do you still ride little bikes too quite often now, or
I ride them a lot. Well, lately, like during the season, not so much, because the race schedule is kind of busy, but like in the winter, these past couple winters, I've stayed at Isaac's house, Isaac Woodward's. Shout out to him.
big shout out
So,
to Isaac?
uh, I stayed at his house, and then we went to Bushnell and Anderson quite a bit, and I take out my R3, and the R3 rips. It is so fun to ride around Bushnell. I was thinking I want to take a 600 out at Bushnell sometime. I feel like that'll be a lot of fun. But the R3, I feel like because 450s are a little faster, but I think the R3 is just so much fun. Like I feel like it's way more fun than because it's like it feels like riding a 1000 on a big track. It's like the same thing because you can never rest. There's not really many straightaways. It's really like tight. I feel like it teaches you a lot. So I try to do that in the winter whenever there's not many track days. I try to ride my R3 at little tracks. And then also I think me and like a lot of other people we go to Jennings and ride a lot because it's one of the only tracks that are like open in the winter and they have track days. So just doing a lot of that, man. Just riding at Bushnell, um a lot of Florida riding and then Jennings and everything. So that's about it.
Hanging out with the SFL mini crew. Yeah,
Yeah, that's where we were at for the 4 hour endurance.
yeah.
So it was fun. It just rained like the whole time. Like the track was flooded. So, but I'm surprised it had as much grip as it had. Like on the little 100, there was a lot of grip. Like I could almost drag my knee, but I tried dragging my knee and I crashed. But at least look, I only crashed once. So and I broke the peg, but it was still ratable. So we what did we get? We got third, I think. So it wasn't bad at all. We had a lot of fun. We rode like 2 hours each, me and Andres. So, but the track was flooded. It was crazy. It dried up a little bit by the end, but it was still like the whole night it just rained.
Awesome. Yeah, it's yeah, sounds like fun, man. My friend, is actually, dude. You're living your best life, bro. Going to all the races, riding all the time. You got a bunch of women chasing you down. You're always constantly running through the paddock, running away from them, dude. I see it, bro. I
I
see it,
wish.
right? Yeah.
I wish, man.
It's hilarious. Are you planning on making a trip back over to Italy anytime soon?
Last time I was there, it was for Christmas and New Year's of 2022. But I want to go back. I have family there, so in Rome. So I'd want to see my family, and then also want to go to Albania because my mom, she's from Albania, and her side of the family's from there. And then I actually had my grandpa. I grew up with him. He used to live with me until I moved here, and I haven't seen him in a lot of years. I don't know, probably like 4 or 5. So I actually would love to go back and just visit him because he was the best dude ever. I grew up with him. Because we used to share a room together. We had 2 beds, and so I just grew up with him like a lot. We used to play after school. So, and then after we moved, I didn't really see him a lot. So I would love to go back sometime.
You have to make it happen, my friend. Yeah, definitely go make it happen, man. Shoot, I wish I still had a grandpa. Mine are not here anymore. As a matter of fact, now I think about it, I don't have any grandpa or grandmas left.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man.
So man, it's cool, man. I appreciate it. Just like I tell everybody, it's an absolute honor to have you as my grandma, my grandpa, right? For my whole life, pretty much. So yeah, it's just part of life, man. But yeah, it's dude, listen. cherish them while they're here. Call them, shoot them a text, dude. Video chat them. Yeah, for sure,
Of
hundred
course.
percent.
I call him after every race. Or my mom, she talks to him like almost on the daily, I think. So I try to keep in contact, but I always call him after every race because even like in Italy, like motorcycle racing is uh, a bit more popular. And so he used to watch the races too, like all the time. Like me and him used to watch the races together. So like it's not like he knows about racing. Like he knows what's up. He watches all my races from TV, even like the like with the time change and everything. He's always like asking my mom, it's like, what time do I gotta turn it on, whatever. So he tries his hardest. They watch all my races, so I always call him after. I'm like I kind of like tell him what happened throughout the whole weekend, fill him in. So yeah, man,
Dude, I
it's
love
pretty.
it, dude. I love it. You know, the families, dude, the most important thing we got. You know, let's just be honest. And dude, sharing that love and support of somebody like that, having them in your corner, it, dude, means the world to you. You know, and I see it. It's awesome, dude. You know, and I tell people all the time, Demario, dude, enjoy your time, enjoy your day. Right? Take 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever it is, and just enjoy it. Um,
Of course.
Always, you know, hug your loved ones, call your mom, your dad if you ain't talked to them in a while, your grandpa and your grandma if you're fortunate enough to still have one. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. You know, by you doing that and he being supporting you so much, man, you're keeping him going too as well. You know, for sure, 100%,
Yeah,
man.
he's cool. He's very active. Like he's I think like 80 something. So, but he always it cracks me up because he tells me all the stories. Like I tell him what happened with me, like how school was going and everything. So he's always asking about them grades. But and then I used to ask him, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I went out with my friends, like we got some coffee and stuff. Like he goes out still every day with his friends. And I when he would come here, because he came here once, like a long time ago, but and he would like to come back and visit, but I feel kind of bad because like over here he doesn't really speak English and he because we speak Albanian and he also speaks a bit of Italian too, but he doesn't really speak English, and so he didn't really have anybody here. So I feel like it would be better for me to go visit him because he has all. I mean, my whole mom's side of the family's there, and then I can meet all of them too again. Um, and just I feel like because he loves to hang out with his friends still. Like it's crazy to me. I hope I'm like that someday. Like still hanging out with my friends, like still having a blast. So
You will be 100%, man. You know, dude, you stay young right here. When you're good with when you got good people around you, your energy's strong, you just put out that positive energy all the time, man. You stay young right here, you know, and I, honestly, dude, having my son Rossi helped tremendously with that, you know, because I'm constantly chasing his butt all over the place, even when he was little. Like, literally, this kid, I was like, okay, he's going to start to crawl. He literally crawled backwards for like a day. And then he picked himself up on the table and took a couple steps. And ever since then, I've been chasing his ass all the way around, right? All across America, all over the racetracks. Yeah. So yeah, that helped me stay young right here, you know. In the mind, dude, we build Legos and it's just, yeah, man, for sure. So Andrew says, what's been your favorite battle in Moto America so far? So Andrew, hold up. There's a two-part question to that. In Twins Cup or Talent Cup or both?
I can I can say both of them. I'd have to think about it because in twins it was probably uh either Brainerd race two of last year when it was me, Rocco, and Rossi battling, or VIR this year. Both races at the start we battled quite a bit for 4 or 5 laps, so it was fun, especially race two because all the weight was off my shoulders. So I could do everything. I was just enjoying every moment of it. And then in Talent Cup, let me think. Road America, we have some battles with the draft and everything. It's always a big draft battle there. But where else? VIR with Hank, it was pretty funny. So and yeah, I think um I think that's it. So for Talent Cup, there hasn't been many races. So I'd say either Road America or that battle with Hank because it was pretty funny. I watched the race after, and then I look at myself. I'm like, man, we really dumb as hell out there.
I love it, dude. I love it. Yeah, I mean, again, I said this at the beginning. Hank's absolute, and then he jumped on that Twins Cup bike and was bam immediately fast. So yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah,
he's
Hank's fast.
So was saying that. Who do you feel like pushed you the most in Twins Cup, and who is pushing you the most in Talent Cup?
I think in Twins Cup last year, Rocco pushed me a lot. Like especially on those later rounds, like at Brainerd. Brainerd was a track where I wasn't uh, fast at like at all. I think it was like one of my worst qualifyings, and that just happened to be Rocco's like one of Rocco's favorite tracks. And then he that weekend I learned a lot, and I wanted to be like keep up with him so bad. And then by race two, I was me and Rossi were able to keep up with him, and we were able to battle for a little bit. And so I'd say Rocco helped me out a lot because he taught me a lot of stuff, and I feel like I got a lot faster last year. I learned a lot. And then in Talent Cup, I would say the Australians have been really fast this year, but most consistently, I think Hank had a mechanical at Coda. So, but um, in after Coda, I think it was Hank. Hank was there like every race, and also like I've raced with him in Twins Cup too. So, and then we're really good friends. So I feel like it's extra motivation. It's like that you want to beat each other. So especially that those two races at VIR, I think me and Hank were pushing each other a lot. So I mean that last race we got down to what was it, 34s or 35s. So and that's flying on a little Talent Cup bike. So I think Hank uh has been pushing me a lot in Talent Cup.
Y'all been teaching each other this year for sure, 110%. Yeah, and again in the Twins Cup, like there hadn't really been a favorite battle because he's been out front by 4, 5, 6 seconds pretty much every race. So there's yeah, he's battling himself. So like a little junior Mark Marquez right now, right? The only person that can beat him is him, and that's it. Let's just be
I
honest, people.
I had a little bit more experience this year than anybody else, so I think that helped a lot. Um, but that I think I learned also a lot from last year. I think I've gotten faster,
Oh, for sure.
and the thing that I was talking about earlier, like just trying to have fun on the bike and not be nervous, I think helps so much.
Yeah, because you mentally your mind's free and you can just focus on having fun. And when you're having fun, well, we know how that ends up.
Yeah,
2025 Twins
like
Cup champ,
I've been
right?
I've been working on it because I think like our sport is like 50% mental. Like there's a lot that goes behind it. And so like when you're relaxed and when you think like before a race, it's like you think you're like, I'm gonna win this. Like you have like very positive thoughts. I think it helps so much. Like that's how I always am before I go to the track. I'm like, I'm going out there, I'm gonna win. And because if you don't believe it, then it's not gonna happen. So I like to have a positive attitude.
I hope everybody is listening to what my friend just said. If not, rewind it and listen to it again and listen very closely. I'm not going to repeat it, bro. You, bro, bro. Oh, Bobby says, "Yo, bros, what is up? You, my friend, you." And then we got, listen, my Albanian brother. I don't even want to try to pronounce your name, but thank you
Oh
so
hell
much
yeah.
for coming in. How do you know this
There's
person?
there's not many Albanians.
No,
So not many at all. So
I love it.
it's pretty cool to have people out there.
Dude, come to think of it, I'm gonna have to ask my mom because I think we have some cousins in our family that's Albanian. I think.
Really.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my mom. I remember my cousin Mark. We were like 15 years old, dude. He was freaking hairy as you know what. Man, he had hair coming out to his neck, and I'm like, bro, you need to shave. Oh, he just took off his shirt. I was like, dude, you're like a freaking bear, dude. Like it's ridiculous. But I'm almost positive they're Armenian. Sorry, Armenian. So yeah, and then Sammy, great question, bro. He said, "What did you think of the V2 when you did the Super Sport qualifying?"
It was it was my first time on it on a super sport bike, so it didn't help that I'm a little dumb and I decided to crash the Twin Scud bike. And so because in Q1 it was a very like last minute decision, so the bike wasn't really teched at the start of the session, so I missed a little bit of it. But from what I got that first session, it was just it was pretty similar. It felt smaller than the 660 like size wise, but it was a lot more power. And then but like feeling itself like through the corners and everything, it felt pretty similar. And then in Q2, it was back-to-back sessions, and so because I missed the first practice, I'd only did like a little bit of Q1, and then in Q2, I was gonna get the full session, but sessions were back-to-back, and I kind of decided to crash the Twin Scud bike like a dumbass. So uh, I got back a little late, and I had to change my suit and everything, and so I missed a little bit of that from what I got riding it. It's not super different. It just feels like a little smaller and it's got quite a bit more power. I didn't think the difference was as big as it was. So that was the main like two things.
Yeah, for sure. It's maybe that's the future, man. I mean, like I said this before when we go live. I think the future of our sport's definitely gonna be the 600 class is gonna be the premier class in racing in general in the future, even BSB, um, for sure.
I
They're go ahead.
I know I'm saying I hope not because 1000s are fast as fuck. So that's like it's fun, but like I think I mean 600s are cheaper, so I could see that happening, but I hope it doesn't. Or at least it can happen after I'm done racing. So after I'm done, whatever. But before I'm done,
Bro,
I would
that's
like to be racing on 1000s.
that's the name of this episode. 1000s are fast as fuck. That's the name of this episode right there, bro. I love it, dude. Out of the blue, 1000s are fast as fuck. I hope we still have those. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so it's. I've ridden a lot of 1000s, and you're right. They're absolutely just insane because you think you're like, okay, this thing can't be like you said, the V2. You're like, it can't be that much more. And you're like, holy shit. You get a 1000, you're like, holy shit. Like it's Millennium
Oh yeah,
Falcon light speed jump, you know?
like I rode it at Atlanta in R1 and like the back straightaway where it has like the little when it turns left a little bit, it has the hill. Like that hill wasn't anything on any bike. And then when you get on a 1000 and then like I'm full pin and the bike is like wheeling fourth gear like 130. It's wild. And then it just doesn't it's like it doesn't stop accelerating. It's like on a like in a movie when you can click the button it's like fast forward like times three and then it goes like times six, times nine, and it just keeps going. It never stops. They're fast. They're so fast.
Love it. I mean, listen, you will be a champion on one in the future for sure.
That's
110%.
that's the goal 100%.
Yeah, dude, and it's gonna happen, dude. So let me ask you this: like, would you be willing to like skip 600 Super Sport and go straight to Super Stock? Has that ever been a thought in your mind?
I don't know. I mean the focus right now is obviously winning super sport. So I felt really good on the bike at first. So that's the goal. But then what comes after, I guess, um, it just depends. Like I would love to race in super bikes. So it just depends. I feel like that's an extra step. So it kind of it can go both ways. It can go like um, going to stock 1000 and then going to super bikes, or just from super sport to super bikes. But either way, that's the dream. Like that's the goal from now. My goal is I want to get to super bikes. I don't want to win super bikes.
And you, my friend, are going to do just that 110%. And listen, even if, let's say you get there, it's the last year of proper 1000 super bikes and you show up and obviously you're going to win the title. And then you got to, come back down to 600. Look what Matty Skoltz did. Dude, he absolutely, and honestly, dude, people like, I really thought that he was going to struck. I'm like, dude, he's been on a super bike for 8, 9 years, like 10 years, whatever it is, right? And you throw him on a 600. And I was like, man, it's completely different. Riding, everything's different. Lines, body position, break in, blah, blah, blah. Shift points. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
like
I mean,
it helps a lot when you hop off a faster bike and get on a
yeah,
slower one. Um, like when I got off the R1 and I got on the 660, like it felt like a toy. It was like it felt super slow. So I think it helps a lot. But I mean Matthew's fast. Everyone that's up there right now is fast. I mean Matthew, PJ, Blake,
like, yo,
everybody. So I'm gonna train my hardest this winter and then I'll see I'll give it my 110%. But I do want to win. That's the goal.
and again, I've said it 5 million times, dude, and you will 100%. And you're right, Blake Davis, dude. He stepped up his game big time too. I mean, he's always been fast. He actually lives 45 minutes down the street from me. Yep. They live in Lynchburg. I'm in Roanoke. So yeah, him and his dad, Mike, they're awesome, man. But yeah, so let me ask you this, bro. What do you think about the bagger class in MotoGP?
Hmm?
The baggers going to MotoGP. What do you think of that?
Dude, I think it's cool. Like for me, I'm not I mean I think baggers are cool, but I think the biggest thing about those is that it might bring some people over to the US like watching because if people see the baggers and then they're like huh like those things are actually pretty cool. Let me like watch them on MotoAmerica and then it brings in more people that are watching and then it's better for all of us. So I think it could help MotoAmerica a lot.
100%. How's school going, bro? Have you graduated yet?
Yeah. I so I've always gone to school and never done online school and 'cause I started first grade when I was 5 and so I get to my junior year and I was 15 turning 16 in December and then last year during the summer like when I was at Brainerd I I got off the bike and then I was doing work because I took a couple of summer classes um because to graduate you needed 26 credits and you get 8 a year. And so I would have had 24. But then there's also like some classes that you're required to take as a senior, which one of them is English and the other one is I needed all the science classes that as credits. So I took biology online and then I took English 3, which is junior English online. So then my junior year I took senior English and then instead of that science class, I took an art class, which gave me all the art credits that I needed. And they also gave me the 2 extra credits, so where it would go from 24 to 26. And then so then this year as a junior, I just did the classes that I needed to graduate, and then just graduated early. But a lot of my friends, they were also seniors this year, and a lot of my friends are juniors also, but or were juniors now they're seniors. But I don't know if they have that like in other places, but here in Kentucky we have a what's called co-op. So if you work, I think if you have a job, if you work like 10 hours a week or something, you get to leave at like 11. So it's not I don't think I'm missing out on much either way. Like I'd just be going to school until like 11 and then getting out. So but yeah, I'm done with it. It's kind of weird because it still feels like summer for me. And then when I see my friends there at school, I just because we have a group chat, like we're on Snapchat and everything. I have all my friends, and like I used to be at school opening the snaps and like watching like whatever. And now I'm like sitting at home watching them at school, and that just feels weird. Like it still feels like summer for me. It's
I love it.
crazy.
The only thing he misses is chasing all the women around. Yeah, he's like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, you got me on that one, right? Yeah,
I gotta I gotta since I think you can get invited you can get invited to homecoming and prom if somebody from that school invites you. So I'm gonna see if I can go to homecoming and prom. I didn't really I was mostly busy, like especially for prom, because all these years prom was the same weekend as Red Atlanta for MotoAmerica. And so I never got to go. But I would love to go to prom for homecoming or both. So that's something I want to do.
you got somebody in mind lined up already, or
Nah, not really, but uh
he's like, I don't want to say it on the
maybe
podcast. We'll talk afterwards, right? Oh, let's go, man! I love it. I love it. So, would you ever race a bagger? Have you ever thought about racing a bagger yourself, or
it would be cool. Like those things are from what I heard they're like big they're like bigger 450s like supermotos like they have a lot of torque. So I feel like it would be really weird riding one. But I want to ride one in the future like maybe sometime. Cause they're like cool. Like I'm like, how is that bike looking going like as fast as a super sport bike? Like it's crazy.
it's nuts, dude. And they're loud. You're right. Because I was the lollipop, one of the lollipop guys at Moto America. Was absolutely amazing, bro. I had the best time. It was so much fun, man. It was matter of
Oh
fact.
yeah, I saw you out there.
Yep, there's my shirt right there. They gave it to me. Marie's like, "Hey, take that home with you." I was like, "Yes, let's go." Boy, there it is. I honestly, I think I'm doing it at Jersey too. So yeah, y'all see me back out there. Yeah, it was fun. Is but when I was standing there, bro, like of course the super bikes are loud and those 1000s and blah blah blah. When them baggers are right there, bro, like I'm right there, and Corey Alexander. I mean, not Corey, but Cam Peterson's right here, and then Max Flinders, and there was Tyler O'Hare, and it was just like, and then Loris Boss. I was on three. They were right. Wah, 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 and I was like, holy shit, dude, as loud as you know what. Yeah, it was yeah, freaking awesome, dude. Look, Sammy says, you lucky little shit, laugh my ass off. They never give me any gear. Yeah, man. Hey, Maria said, here you go. Take this with you. Put it up in your collection. I was like, collection it is. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, man. I love it, dude. I love all my Moto America family. You know, honestly, dude, and I've said this a million times, dude. The one number one question I get asked all most of it is, who's my favorite racer? And it's all my friends that race. It's Demario, Andrew Way, Isaac Woodworth, Sammy Pinero, whether you're club racing, Moto America, freaking BSB, ASBK, it don't matter. Every single one
Yeah,
knows.
you're like friends with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I support everybody, right? Listen, it's an honor, bro. It really is. You know, if you would have told me 3 years ago I'd be podcasting and be accepted and all this, I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But yeah, here I am, man, and yeah, what a journey, bro. It's
Of course. I mean, for me too, it's cool as hell to be here. So thank you for having me. For
bro.
sure.
The honor's absolutely all mine. I remember when our first podcast together. Matter of fact, I listened to it not too long ago, and dude, you were nervous as you know what. You know what I'm saying? It was your first time. Now it's like you're like, dude, yeah, I know this guy right here. I've known him for a year. We're good, right? It's nothing. So yeah, I love it, man.
I've been working a lot on like interviews too, because I used to get really nervous. Like if you look at my old interviews, but I feel like it's helped me a lot to just think about like the camera's not there. Just act like the camera's not there. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been helping me out a lot. So
I love it.
I also like I feel like I was rushing a lot. I felt like I always needed to talk, but I realized I was like, it's okay to just take a deep breath and just like relax and just say whatever you're thinking, and then and it's helped out a lot. Also, like talking to people in general, because when you're learning to talk to the camera, I feel like it gets a lot easier to talking to people in general too.
Oh,
So
I'm a social butterfly. I always have been, right? Talking's never been an issue for me at all. Like it's yeah, I remember trying to do a talent show when I was young. Man, I was stage fright like you wouldn't believe. Like I can't do this shit, right? I mean, look, dude, I was singing the song Top Gun back in the day when the movie come out. That was my song. That was my jam. That's what I was gonna sing. And I got on stage. I stood still like this. I had the microphone right here, and I remember my hand was right here the whole time, and I was just like top, blah, 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 doing what I was doing. But yeah, I grew out of that pretty quickly. It helps me too that yeah, just like I tell everybody, we're just two friends having a conversation
yeah,
about what we love
like
to do.
I also feel like the podcast probably helps a lot because you talk to people like on camera all the time, so it I feel like it helps a
Yeah.
lot too.
And I talk to you all the time at the tracks when I see you, right? Yeah, yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's yeah, well listen, bro, we are an hour and 6 minutes into this, dude. It went by so fast, bro. Yes,
I know,
yes,
right?
yes. I love it. I love it. So listen, Philip Hart says, "What's up, guy? You, my friend." And Philip, sorry I didn't really get to spend hardly any time with you at Mid Ohio. Man, I was absolutely wide open, bro. It was working because it was Friday. Actually, it was Thursday. I think Sammy was like, "You want a lollipop?" And I was thinking to myself, like, "Yeah, I want a lollipop." Like, sure. What are you talking about, lollipop? He's like, "Yeah, dude, you can work the grid." I was like, "Bro,
Dude,
absolutely, let's
that's
go."
that's what I was thinking too. I was like lollipop. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? I was like,
That's what I
lollipop,
said,
lollipop.
bro. That's what I was like. Yeah, absolutely, I want a lollipop. Yeah, so I was bro, let's go, right? Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. He says, haha, no worries, man. Yeah, but next time, Philip, man, for sure. So yeah, man, listen, Demario, it's been a proper mega time, my friend. Just stay on with me here for a second after I end this, and we are going to
Of
schedule our
course.
next one. If you guys miss this or happen to jump in the middle, no worries. This will be out everywhere tomorrow, Spotify, Heart, all that good stuff. Or you can go to my YouTube as soon as I end it and rewatch it all together, or my Facebook too as well. Before I let my man and the champ, the 2025 champ, do the mic drop, give all the shout outs. Before I let you do that, I got to give all my shout outs. First thing I want to say is thank you so much to everybody that watches this podcast, that hit that like, that hit that subscribe button. I love each and every single one of you. If it wasn't for my man Demario and all my friends coming on here, I would not be able to do this. So it's because of every single one of you, not only that comes on this show, but watches, likes, subscribes, comments, dude. I feel the love everywhere. And again, I always say it's an absolute honor, and I can't stress it enough. I love each and every single one of you. And on that note, big shout out to Next Level Financial, Chef Eats, TST Industries. Everybody's asking where I get my soft shell jacket and my beanie hat. It is theclothingkings.co.uk. You go to the partnership at the top, scroll down, and bam, there it is. Pin the gas, baby. Let's go. Big shout out to SFL Mini GP. It is absolutely the best program we have in America. That's where all the future legends of our sport is coming from. Whether you're in Jersey, which is SFL Mini GP, or SFL Mini GP, which is South Florida, Mini GP, New Jersey. You guys can go to the website sflminigp.com or miniusasbk.com. So if you have a child that you grow up riding bikes and maybe don't have a bike right now, but you want to get your kids into it, listen, go to the website, sign up. All you got to do is register and show up. They provide the bikes, the gear, the boots, the gloves, and a lot of times you run into legends like this guy right here. They're at the track too as well, tearing it up, right? So big shout out to RD Racing and Jake Marsh out there in the UK and all my UK friends. BSB is an amazing series, and they're going to my favorite track 2 weeks, I think, from now, which is Cadwell Park. Let's freaking go, man. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys need to go check that shit out. It's the best ever. Big shout out to Vet2Track, all my veterans out there. My buddy Jim Whitman has a program called Vet, like your dog vet, VET, the number 2track.org. Yeah, so his whole motto is battling PTSD one lap at a time. And it's an amazing human being. So you guys go to the website, check it out. I got two friends in the industry, bro, that makes undersuits, right? You're not going to go wrong by ordering from any. I got a lot of friends that make a lot of stuff in the industry. Again, you're not going to go wrong by ordering from any of them. Enough love to go around. First one is 64 Degree Racing. My man Tate, dude's made me two custom undersuits, and they are absolutely hands down one of my favorites. Freaking custom suits. Hang on, let me put my camera around because I have the option right there. It is. It's hanging up the black one right here. And yeah, and the second one is venomsport.com, Mama Aliki, which is absolutely amazing. She sent me two shirts, one for me, one for my wife. They're one of my favorite t-shirts ever. They're so freaking comfortable. They breathe really well. They're fabulous, right? So if anybody's in the market for an undersuit or shirts or whatever, look no further than 64degreeracing.com or venomsport.com. And DeMario, what I tell everybody, especially if you're getting into the sport, listen, Under Armour and Nike is not the same as proper undersuits. It's just not the same, right? And do yourself a favor, don't show up to the track with just one. Bring many undersuits with you. Bring more than your underwear, because if you have a, guess what? You can wear an undersuit home. With a pair of shorts, not a big deal, right? So look, smile. We all been there. We've been in this situation before. Just advice, right? That's all we're doing. So and on that note, please, if anybody's out there that's going to buy anything motorcycle related, I don't give a shit what it is, gloves, clothes, boots, parts, fairings, whatever it is, keep it in the industry. Don't order it from Walmart. Don't order it from Target. Keep it in the industry, right? It helps it out. It helps us grow. If anybody has any questions, just come to me. I got many friends in the industry. I can get you anything you want for your machine. Big shout out to roadracingworld.com. It's imperative that we have the air fences. So I need everybody to go to that roadracingworld.com and donate to it. Because guess what? If we didn't have the air fences, this legend right here you guys see before you is not showing up to the track. Us fans are not going on cheering him on. Yeah, and on that note too, big shout out to all the corner marshal workers. It's nothing but love to every single one of you guys and women that show up out there, that volunteer, when it's hot, it's hot. There is no relief. You're out there, right? And when it's raining, you're wet, but everything you do for the sport, thank you so much. You guys are absolutely recognized and loved by many, especially by me, my man DeMario, and everybody else there. Thank you so much to all the corner marshals. Yes, dude, for sure. And the air fence too. Go to roadracingworld.com. Don't forget, donate. Hit that donate, just like that, like and subscribe on here. Got to do that too as well. Big shout out to BTR, Build Train Race Program. Sad it's to end this year, but what an amazing season everybody had. Get a lot of comments from the ladies. How do I enter? How do I get in BTR? Listen, apply. That's what you got to do. I've had many friends apply at least 3 or 4 times before they even got accepted. Some even more than that. You will eventually get in. You just got to keep applying yourself. You hear it from tomorrow when I show up on the weekend, like I'm winning. That's why I'm here. There is no second place. That's what I'm going to do. You need to have that same mentality. Keep applying. You will eventually get in. Okay. Big shout out to KYT Helmets, K-Tech Suspension, Ghetto Customs, Drip and Wet Graphics, REB Graphics, and GRG Designs. Those are 3 of my friends that make, whether you need a helmet wrap, your moped wrapped, your car wrapped, your girlfriend wrapped, whatever it is, you can go to any one of those 3 and get them done. And they're absolutely amazing. I'll look up tomorrow. He's like, yeah, let's go. Right. Big shout out to Woodcraft, Mark 10 Motorsports, Free Hug Racing, Nicole Polyich Photography, Stick Boy Racing, Adrenaline Engineering, Pit Lane Moto, TBEX USA Experience.org, CW Moto, Truth Be Told Apparel, Remix Racing Project, Khomeini, AGV Sports Group. And yeah, man, that's all I got right now. DeMario, tell everybody where they can find you on social medias. And listen, if you, real quick, I got the mic back real quick. If you're going to Texas, stop by, give this man some love. Get that hat, get that t-shirt, get that picture, get that autograph. Dude, there's a legend before you right now and a champion. Make sure you show up and say hi. Same thing at Jersey. I will be there too as well. Yeah. So there you go. DeMario, the floor is all yours,
That
my
would be
friend.
amazing. So I just want to shout out all the people that helped me out. And I mean, obviously, KYT, Dineasy, Robin, Warhorse, Moto Liberty, just Dunlop. Just everyone that's helped me out in this journey has been amazing since I started. So I just look back and see I've accomplished a little bit, and I'm very proud of it. So I just want to keep going, and all these people, help me out. And so also all the people watching, because I mean all the fans, they're the reason why we do it. I mean it's almost like a circus. We're here to entertain people, and so I just everything goes out to them because they're the ones watching and they're the ones making all this possible. So thank you guys so much. And obviously, thank you, Chris, for having me. Thank you so much.
Bro.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Listen, the honor's all mine. And listen, on that note, people, this episode will be out tomorrow. And yeah, is there anything you want to say for in this podcast?
Me?
Yeah.
Said everything.
That's it. I said everything. And on that note, we are out. We'll see you later. Just hang on tight with me for 1 second. I love it. He said, I said everything. Let's go. What are you talking?
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.
All right.